Are you tired of the same old pro wrestling? Then check out the amazing action on Powerslam.tv, the biggest indie pro wrestling channel in the world. Get over 3,000 hours of the best pro wrestling events from over 100 of the biggest names in the industry from over 15 countries around the globe. Get your free trial today at Powerslam.tv.
The following advertisement is sponsored by Beercade YEG.
Hello. You are listening to a commercial for the podcast Over the Top Rope,
the flagship podcast of the Win Column Sports Network,
as well as a proud member of Backbreaker Media.
Again, this podcast is sponsored by Beercade YEG.
You can find us pretty well anywhere that podcasts are played, including on the iTunes,
Podbean,
the Google Play,
SoundCloud,
and on wincolumnsports.ca for all your previews,
reviews,
and breaking news from the world of professional wrestling. Tune in every Friday on Backbreaker Media, a member of Win Column Sports. Hello friends, this is Spencer Love, the host of Conversations with Love, the exclusive one-on-one interview series sweeping the nation, or at the very least, the great province of Alberta, Canada. Tune in weekly to Backbreaker Media, a proud member of the Win Column Sports Network, as I host a member of the independent wrestling community here in Alberta, or wherever the hell I feel like interviewing somebody from. You can only find it on Backbreaker Media, a proud member of the Win Column Sports Network, and proudly sponsored by Beercade YEG.
Are back with episode 117 of The Sounds of Struggle. I'm Chris Perish.
I'm getting over sickness.
Down with the sickness?
No, I'm getting over it. I was down with it. Now I'm getting over it.
Well, I mean, you're getting over it.
Yeah. It's always that.
Yay!
Hooray!
I mean, Stir tried to get down with it. You're just getting over on it.
It's because we're just so over, brah!
Woo! Even the sickness can handle the struggle.
Take struggle. Yeah.
Sickness is a little bitch.
Yes.
So.
Hello, my saucy bitches. I've missed you.
Saucy.
Yeah.
So. Kind of a, I guess, important week as we lead into the final pay-per-view before WrestleMania.
Wrestling!
Yeah. We have some news.
We have lanes that are fast.
We have some XFL news.
Yes, we do. Let's start with the pay-per-view.
I recently became a Philadelphia Phillies fan.
I heard.
Yeah.
Let's start there.
Last week I said it was close to Bryce Harper signing with the Phillies. He, in fact, signed with the Phillies a few days later. 13 years, $330 million.
There we go.
And decided to change his number from 34 to 3.
In honor of keeping Doc Holliday's number available.
Well, he said he should be
retired.
the only one. Well, he should be the last one to wear 34 in Philadelphia. And then had a choice to take his old number 7, I guess. And he said one of his friends was number 7. It wouldn't have been fair to throw money his way for a number. So he decided to take 3, which I guess had a very historic family. Not
Ideally.
historic, but family thing where everyone always had the number 3 in their number, so he decided to honor his family and their days of playing sports by wearing the number 3.
Also, he's on the cover of The Show.
Yeah. Is it 2019 or 2020? Or is it just called The Show?
I think it's The Show 2K20 maybe. No, it'll be 2K19. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Probably 2. Yeah, probably 2K19 because... Yeah, baseball's... When is it done? It's done in what, like November? October, November?
End of October. Yeah, it starts in April. Something like that.
So yeah, probably 19. Outside of that, spring training started. Vladdy Guerrero got fatter,
50 pounds fatter.
but apparently he's focused on fitness.
Well, that's good.
I don't think he's focusing that well,
Well, maybe he's starting to focus now.
but I don't care what size he is as long as he hits home runs.
Hits dingers!
Wait. I don't think he's being paid to be a prime athlete for the Blue Jays.
No, as long as he can hit them dingers!
Maybe not. Like, I don't know, like play third base, like.
Donaldson?
Well, no, Donaldson he was good at third base. But I would say, I don't know, like how Travis played second base.
Average?
Yeah. I don't know.
As long as he hits them dingers!
If he has more dingers than errors, I think it's a good season.
There you go.
So.
Do you want to keep on track with these ball sports?
Well, is that it for baseball?
That's all I got.
Yeah.
All I had was the Bryce Harper thing.
Yeah. Not much for baseball. But we had to talk about Fatty Guerrero.
Fatty Guerrero.
Vlad the Fat.
Flat.
Fatimir Guerrero.
Yeah.
There we go.
Couple things for the CFL.
Huh?
They announced the Grey Cup will be hosted by the Rough Riders next year. Actually, technically, next year. And then in 2021, Hamilton Tiger Cats will be hosting. So it'll be Calgary this year, Saskatchewan next year, and Hamilton the year after that.
Yep.
Also, the Eskimos signed linebacker DJ Calhoun, quarterback Logan Kilgore, defensive lineman Andrew Marshall. They're doing a lot of work, and I appreciate that.
They are. Well, I mean, anything is an upgrade, I guess.
Yes. Speaking of that, they're hosting tryouts in Houston and Atlanta on Mania weekend.
Yeah.
Want to go?
To Houston?
Mania. Or to tryouts, or I don't care, whatever. I'm good with whatever, you know.
How about we go to Houston in January?
That's too far away.
Not now.
That's too far away. I don't want to go. What else? The Alouettes released Manziel.
No. Well, they didn't release him. Apparently the league told Montreal they had to because he didn't... Well, what was it? He
was supposed to complete some...
He violated his contract and agreement to become a CFL player.
Yeah, I guess he's supposed to take some sort of don't hit your wife class, and I guess he didn't take that class.
Was it that, or was it not drugs and alcohol?
Both? I don't know.
Huh.
And the only other thing I have is Travis Lulay, after 10 seasons, retires from the CFL.
Well, I don't think he's going to get that starting job in BC.
Doubt it. Doubt it.
I mean, he could go to the East, I guess. I mean, they don't really have quarterbacks in the East.
Yeah, not so much, no.
And they've all decided to go to the West, so...
Going back to baseball real quick, I forgot to mention this. They're apparently going to unveil some robot umpires in the Atlantic League, which I guess would be the Farm League. But why?
I would love to see the first time somebody wants to fight with that ump.
Right? No, please. You're hurting me.
That'd be really funny.
Right?
Manager gets beat up by a robot.
Yes, that would be great. That's all I have for the CFL.
For XFL news, we found out that the Tampa Bay franchise is going to name Mark Trestman their head coach.
There we go. Also, the Washington, D.C. team has announced that Pep Hamilton will be their head coach and GM. And former Seattle Seahawks quarterback and Washington Redskins head coach Jim Zorn will be the head coach and general manager of the Seattle team.
No. You know what I also found out recently?
What is
Well,
that?
not really recently, but I knew this for a bit, but I kind of just remembered. You know what makes the Saints even more awesome?
What?
Wade Wilson at one point was their quarterback.
That's pretty sweet.
Deadpool himself used to be the Saints quarterback.
How about that?
So, yeah. Good little stat I found out there.
There you go. And while we're still on the ball sports, I'll give my Meniac MD Award of Excellence out to Danielle Gibson, who hit the home run cycle in softball.
Oh, yeah, I got the...
That's pretty impressive. Got a solo home run, two run, 3-run, and then a grand slammy,
Grand Salami.
which has never ever been done in MLB.
No.
Ever.
Because I think after, 2-3 home runs, teams walk you.
Yeah.
Pussies.
Bunch of bitches.
I mean, think about it. That's a good way of getting 10 RBIs a game.
Right? Right?
I just got 4 hits. Boom. No big deal. Oh, yeah, they're all home runs, by the way. Yeah.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Do you want to move on to hockey, or should we go on to more combative wrestling?
We might as well go to hockey and then finish up with the wrestling.
Okay, let's blaze through the hockey. Jacob Silverberg signed a 5-year, $25 million contract extension.
They finally announced it, though.
Yeah,
It's been, rumored for, 2.5 weeks?
at least, yeah.
And they just finally announced it. So maybe they wanted to wait till the whole deadline thing was over.
Yeah. Ovechkin just actually claimed a goal record that Gretzky doesn't have.
Nah, you gotta shoot a goal without actually shooting the puck.
No, although that is funny. He got his 45th goal of the season, and that gives him 10 45-goal seasons, which the record was Gretzky, Bossy, and Ovechkin tie at 9 seasons. So he now has sole possession of most seasons with 45-plus goals.
He also got a shootout winner against New York Rangers the other day when the New York goalie actually threw his stick at Ovechkin. And, the rule states that if a goalie throws their stick at a shootout, it's an automatic goal, and that ended up being the winner.
That's funny.
So,
and going back to the episode last week with you talking about those bunch of jerks, I like them. You see how they involved Vander Holyfield? That's awesome.
I also like how bunch of jerks is a thing that they've not only just trademarked, but it's a t-shirt. It's a thing they put on their ice when they do the graphics. I don't know.
Good for them.
If it brings
They're making it fun.
If it brings people to their game, they're helping the sport in that city. So Don Cherry can go eat a fucking pepper.
You can go eat a fucking grape.
You can have some sourdough bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the Pens and the Flyers Stadium Cherry helmets?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Different.
I liked it.
I thought at times though, I don't know if it's just me or but do they always have to just go black on do they always have to go so dark of jerseys? Why can't they brighten them up a little bit?
I don't know.
It's one thing the numbers have to be fucking gigantic.
I didn't like Phillies because it was orange and then there's black red and you could barely see the numbers.
See, for me, from a distance, the Pittsburgh jerseys kind of reminded me of the old Vancouver skate jerseys, just without the red.
Yeah.
And it was kind of weird.
Yeah. I like the helmets. Yeah. I like the fact that one side of the helmet.
I don't think all the players wore those helmets though.
No.
Which I thought was mandatory that you have to wear the same helmet.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I don't know. But then I saw Unless it was just like Pittsburgh had it all on one side and not the other.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had the logo on the one side, like giant logo, and on the other side they had their number. That was it.
Weird.
It was strange, but I liked it. But we also have Paul Maurice earning his 685th regular season win. This was meant for last week, so it happened a while ago. He passed Pat Quinn for sole possession of 8th place on the league's all-time win list among coaches.
Guy Boucher also
Got fired.
got fired from the Ottawa Senators because
He's nowhere near getting those wins because he's fired.
Well, apparently the rumor is because he didn't challenge the offside in the game against Edmonton, he got fired.
Look at you guys just shitting all over.
If anybody watched the game, the running joke was Zach Cassian got an empty net goal, but it
did look offside.
Clearly was offside.
Yeah.
No challenge on the play. The goal stood. Very next morning, you wake up, Guy Boucher fired.
Which is funny because they're like, yeah, he'll be here to the end of the season. Like,
and then Mark Crawford is
Crawford!
Serving as the interim coach for the remainder of the season. But both Crawford and Boucher both had expiring contracts at the end of the year. So not any money, not a lot of money they have to spend.
No.
It's not like the Oilers, who still have to spend money on Chiarelli and McClellan.
Yeah.
Because they bought them out.
Yeah. Got a bunch of suspensions. Ian Cole ejected for dangerous knee-to-knee hit on Ducks Devon Shore. Flames Garnet Hathaway got a match penalty for shoving wild Luke Kunin's face into the boards. Jets Adam Lowry handed a 2-game ban for his high stick on Philip Forsberg. Curtis Gabriel of the Devils was suspended for his boarding call on Nolan Patrick, which that one was dirty. I did see that one.
That was bad.
What else do we have?
Well, Virgil just parked beside you, by the way.
Oh, yeah, how about that? Hey, Virgil. Didn't realize you were in Edmonton. Go have a drink. It's on me. I'm not paying for it, but, just say it's on me.
Use that NWO money that you probably never saw.
No.
Or already spent.
Jets Josh Morrissey, upper body will miss about 4 weeks. Then we got some more, I guess, milestones. The Flyers entered the NHL record book when they finally used Cam Talbot.
Oh, for most goalies in the season.
The 8th goalie used its most of all time.
Did they break Vegas from last year?
Oh, yeah.
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 Because Vegas had some bad luck last year.
They only ended up using 6.
Yeah.
Which, they're on 8 now, so they have the overall official record.
That people want to say, like, the Koskinen signing for the Oilers made very little sense given the time and whatnot. I still don't understand this trade from the Philadelphia end of trading for Talbot for Stollers when they still had, 2 other goalies on their main roster? And, Carter Hart was
killing it.
Yeah. And it was just like, I don't know, for me it was just so weird because you still have Elliott out there. You still have Carter Hart. I think they have another goalie who's hurt.
Okay, they have several goalies.
And you're just like, man, it's just like, how many goalies do you need at one point? And it just was weird.
Yeah.
So, to me, that was just like a weird trade for me.
Yep, it definitely is. Giordano became the 4th defenseman in NHL history to record at least 60 points at age 35 or older. Can you name the other 3 who have gotten at least 60 points at a minimum age of 35 or older?
Part of me wants to say Chelios because he played forever.
Good guess, but no. We're looking at a Swede.
Lindstrom?
Yep. A Czech. At least I think he's from Czech.
Why do I want to say Niedermeyer?
No. But there is a Canadian in there, too.
Pronger?
No. Close, though. Played with Pronger.
Well, that doesn't narrow it down, because I could say Jason Smith, Marc-Andre Bergeron.
Didn't play here.
Yeah. Okay, what team?
What team did he play with Pronger?
Yeah. St.
Louis.
Al McInnes?
Very good. And the last one, I think he's from Czech Republic. Last name starts with a Z. First name is
Zarly Zalapsky.
No. First name is Sergey.
Zubov.
Yeah. That's a name I have not heard in a horny hour.
I think he is Czech. I'm pretty sure he is Czech.
That's what I thought too. Crosby passed Yager for second on all the Penguins' all-time scoring list.
And he's only like
440th goal.
just over 220 goals away from Lemieux.
Yeah. Yep, he is. I think he can do it. I don't think he'll get a ton past Lemieux, but I think he can do it.
Well, it's hard to. 'Cause, like, that era and how many goals was scored in that era was just so different from now. Like, you look at Gretzky's goals total, and you're like, okay, like, Ovechkin is, like, the only hope to probably
of right
break this.
now.
Yeah. And he could, but he has to keep a ridiculous pace for the next, 5-6 years?
He's got to get at least 45 goals the next 5 years.
Yeah, which is very challenging.
It's doable, but it's not going to be easy. Does anyone else?
And you're hoping he doesn't, like, slide down, which he...
I hope he gets really close but doesn't break it.
Yeah.
I want him to be like, what's it? He has 894, right?
Yeah.
Gretzky does. I hope he gets like 891.
What happens if he ties it, and that's it?
That would be awesome.
Huh.
Awesome. Yeah, it'd be awesome.
And then, but like, I don't know, like some of the record, like Gretzky's assist record, never going to be touched. I don't think.
I don't think so.
Unless you play the video game, and that's the only way.
Yeah. Like it's, yeah. I mean,
The guy has more career assists than anybody else has points.
yeah. It's like other than him, and then there was a season or two that Lemieux did it. No one else ever has gotten over 200 points in a season.
Yeah. I'm like, man, it's like it's such a thing now for guys hitting 100 nowadays. Like, come on, like that was what they did before Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like, if people really want to see ridiculous offensive stats, go actually check out Wayne Gretzky's stats back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
It is just on another level of,
And I mean, really,
like, insane.
he did it between 79 and like 93.
Yeah.
He got all those points, and he played until 99.
Yeah.
So I basically everything after 93, he kind of, I wouldn't say coasted, but I mean, it just kind of padded them.
Well, I mean, especially like the time he played for the Rangers, he never lit it up.
You know, actually, I think I looked this up, and I could be wrong, and I'm definitely not going to fact check because that's not what we do here.
Well, I mean, I could
But-
do it right now.
I think the last season he played, which was for the Rangers,
Yeah.
in 98, 99, that was the only season he didn't get at least as many points as he had games played that season. Every other year, he had at least the same amount of points as he did games played. If not, many, many more.
So yeah, I'm actually looking at it right now. He actually, well, I mean, no, his last 3 actually.
Ah, well, see, this is why we don't fact check, except for when you want to prove something wrong.
Well, because
Dick.
his last 3 seasons he played 82 games, and then 70, where he got 72 points, 67, 53. Still, today now, if you got 72 and 82, you have a decent season.
That's a good season.
But we like go back to 90-91, which is the last year he actually got over 100 points. 78 games played. Oh, I am sorry. I'm totally looking at assists. His last season was
Was the only one?
Yeah. Because I am looking at assists here. So he played 82, got 97, 82, 90, 70 games, 62.
Aha!
Yeah. Which actually was... Because I was thinking, okay, 78 games, got 122 points. Sorry, I was looking at assists, not points.
Wow.
To show you how much disgusting that is, because... Yeah. So 93-94, when his last year, he got over 100 points. 38 goals, 92 assists.
It's impressive.
Like, 92 assists in an 80... Like, didn't even play a full season.
That's impressive.
And then the one before, which I believe was a lockout year, 92 and 93.
No, the lockout year was 93-94. That's the first lockout year was the year that the Rangers won it.
Are you sure? Because they played
Yep.
45 games the year before, and he played 81 after.
Really?
So I'm thinking it's the other way around.
Huh, I thought it was always the Rangers that won that year at lockout.
Well, they did win in the 93-94, and then Montreal won in 92-93.
Yeah.
Unless he was hurt, which I don't think he was. But yeah, he even got 65 points and 45. But then you look all the way up to 85-86. So the year I came in this world, the guy got 215 points in 80 games.
Not bad.
163 assists. And he's still got a 50-goal season.
Yeah.
Like, he got 92 goals one year.
Which will never be broken.
No.
No, never.
Like, he got 87, 71, 73. And, like, this is just insane. Like, in an 80 games, he got 212. So when you're thinking about it, by, like, January, the guy's probably eclipsing or getting close to 100 points.
Oh, yeah, at least.
Like, that's just insane stats.
Yeah. And the only other stats or things for hockey is Luongo became officially third all-time in wins, passing Ed Belfour with 485. So, good for him.
And then a satanic stat I told you earlier was just the other day, Brad Marchand was
playing his 666th game.
He was entering his 666th game, and he had 666 penalty minutes in his career, and his opponent was the New Jersey Devils.
Dot, dot, dot!
Can't make that up.
Right.
That's
some good stuff. Even though I don't like that guy, that's some good stuff.
Yeah, you still want him on your team, though. Oh, you would love it if he took attention off Taves and Kane. Yeah. No.
I have a thing here saying that Oilers are narrowing down GM search between Mark Hunter, Keith Gretzky, and Kelly McCrimmon.
Yeah, I have one there's about 10 names. Yeah, apparently Sean Burke is also on that list.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I mean, apparently from what I understand is Buffalo won't give Oilers permission to talk to McCrimmon until after their season is done. Or after the actual playoffs is done.
Okay.
Which means if the actual playoffs is done, you have a good chance that your new GM is not going to have much say in the upcoming draft.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the Oilers do for that GM search. It'll be interesting to see what they do for their head coaching position as well. And
I heard Crawford's available.
And Guy Boucher, apparently. And that McClellan guy has no job.
Speaking of Crawford, Corey Crawford's back! Yay! And he sucked the last couple games. Boo!
Well, I mean, it's not like the team helped him out.
Yeah, fair enough. That's the point. Whatever.
Yeah, so just looking kind of at the wild card right now. As it stands right now, with 68 points in 67 games, the Edmonton Oilers are actually sitting just 67? Sorry, 4 points out of a playoff spot.
Nice.
I mean, Minnesota does have a game in hand, but
and that's worth 2 in the bush.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of the
bush,
of
the bush.
Minnesota does kind of have a bush-looking logo. But I was also like I was going to talk about the Arizona Coyotes.
They're killing it.
They have a game in hand on Minnesota and are just 2 points away from the last wild card spot. So
I feel like Minnesota has to get it because it's a wild card spot. I feel like they should automatically be given one of those spots every year forever.
Well, or Vegas.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
if they're not actually in the playoffs, they automatically get those spots.
Vegas is actually stepping it up. They are now third in the Pacific.
Wow.
Well, I'm kind of on a tear right now as they have won 4 straight. which pretty much since they got Mark Stone have been pretty much the
unstoppable.
Which, what do you think about it right now? They got what? William Karlsson, Mark Stone.
William Karlsson is not playing the best hockey.
No, but then they have Max Pacioretty. They have Touch or Touche or however you want to pronounce his name.
Touch.
Marchessault.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a solid top 6 and some solid talent in their top 9. So
yeah, Riley Smith.
Yeah. And then another team who I'm just surprised with how much they've fallen right now, given their names of their forwards, Columbus Blue Jackets right now.
They suck.
I mean, you got Panarin, you have Dzingel, you have Duchesne, a lot of them they just acquired. Mm-hmm. They pretty much took everyone out of Ottawa that was tradable. But yeah, they got some names on that team, and they are not playing well right now.
Yeah. Was it Adam McQuaid was a scratch the other day.
Yeah. I mean, that's depth, but
some depth.
Depth ain't anything if you ain't winning.
Sure.
I mean, depth is only meaningful if you're win, right?
I guess, yeah.
I mean,
it's always good to have, but it definitely should help.
If you have depth and you're losing, it just looks like you're just making wrong decisions. So
yeah,
and that's not even like who's their top, the top winger or top center that they picked in the draft a couple years ago?
Dubnyk?
No, they also have Foligno. That's their captain.
Yeah.
But no, because instead of taking like Pugliarvi,
Atkinson.
No, they have Atkinson too. But no, they just took him in the draft a couple years ago. It's when the Oilers took Pugliarvi. And they clearly took that guy to replace Johansson.
I don't know.
Pierre Dubois.
Oh, Pierre-Luc Dubois, yes.
Yeah. And he's been actually fairly good for them.
Yeah.
So, quite
except for recently.
Well, I mean, team for whatever is just in a slump. Bad time for it, too.
Da slump.
I wouldn't be surprised if they play themselves out of a playoff spot right now.
Yeah.
And where are they?
Yeah!
They're sitting 2 points out of the playoffs right now.
Dumb bitches.
Pittsburgh and Montreal in wildcard spots.
Montreal, I can see. Pittsburgh, I'm a little surprised.
Right now in the Metro, you got Washington leading it. Islanders, who are 2 points behind.
That's impressive.
Carolina in third.
I love it! Those bunch of jerks!
And in the Atlantic, you got Tampa, Boston, and then Toronto. Nobody's catching Tampa. Nah.
No.
I mean,
No.
I'm kind of just looking at the wild card. Columbus is 2 point out with 18 games remaining. Philadelphia is 5 points out with 16 games remaining.
Fuck them.
And with the same 16 games, Buffalo is actually 9 points out. So, man, that East race is getting more decisive by the day. Well, I mean, it's not as tight as the West.
No.
Where, I mean...
Do you think Ottawa can turn it around? Well,
I mean, they are 4 points behind Detroit for second last in the East.
There you go. They can finish not the bottom.
And LA has 56 and 65, so... But then Ottawa has 51 and 66, so... I don't know, it's hard to say. I don't think Ottawa has anyone on their team right now. If people want to talk about, what would the Oilers be without McDavid and Draisaitl? Well, yeah, Ottawa would be what the Oilers would be like without McDavid and Draisaitl.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, and then we got it for the Central right now. Winnipeg leading it, with Nashville trailing by a point, but also played 3 more games. And then St. Louis has 74 points, and they got the third spot. Pacific, you got Calgary at 89, San Jose at 86. They played 1 more game, but Calgary is losing right now, so that should tie up. And then Vegas at 77, and then Dallas and Minnesota with their wild card. And then you got Arizona, Colorado, Edmonton, Chicago, Vancouver, pretty much the only teams that probably have a shot at.
If Chicago doesn't get back on those high horses and start winning again, they're done. They have to basically win every game the rest of the season.
Yeah, they pretty much have to go maybe
undefeated!
maybe 3 wins for every loss.
At least. They lost twice, so they need at least 6 wins now.
Yeah, so. And that's just the thing. They don't necessarily have to play good themselves to sustain it, but they have to hope that those wins actually make up ground.
Yeah.
So, okay. That, I think, does it right now for hockey.
Congratulations to GSP, who officially retired.
Yeah.
Hell of a career.
Oh, and congrats to Jerome McGinley for getting his number raised.
I actually have that recorded. I'm going to go home and watch it after this.
Yeah. So, not bad for a kid from St. Albert.
From St. L. St. L. From St. L.
Grew up in the house that is directly across the street from mine.
And every day he'd wake up and go, hello, St. L.
I think they actually are renaming one of the arenas in St. Albert after Jerome McGinley.
The Jerome McGinley Memorial Arena. Because now that he's retired, he must be put down.
Well, I mean, I'd be put down if the Flames retired my jersey.
I think it'd be cool. Especially because I never played there.
It's one more thing that can get wet in the Saddle Dome.
I'll get wet in the Saddle Dome.
Get it because they flood.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Okay, so wrestling.
Yeah.
So, Fastlane preview predictions?
Well, before we get there.
Okay. Before we get there.
On Monday Night Raw, there was
That's happening tonight as we record this episode.
Yeah. But the women's title match for Raw has changed, and it now features 2 superstars from SmackDown Live.
And by that he means that Fastlane, it's going to be Becky Lynch for Charlotte Flair for the vacant Raw Women's Championship.
Yeah.
So is Ronda Rousey not even at Raw then?
Apparently when she dropped the title, she vacated the title. At the time when I last checked the results, I hadn't heard anything yet about Ronda Rousey.
Gotcha.
So I can check that right now, because it is about the time where Raw should be
What do you
finished.
think? Lynch or Flair wins then?
I think Flair wins.
And loses at Mania?
And, yeah, loses at Mania. And I don't think then you have... I think it creates 3 little situations out of it. One, you have a heel going in as champion. Becky still has that triumphant win.
Yeah.
And Ronda doesn't take the fall, therefore you can lead up to that singles match after WrestleMania.
Gotcha.
That is my
Meanwhile,
prediction.
while you're checking, I'm going to go over the other matches. Usos versus Shane and Miz.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Usos retain. That's just me. I can't see them putting him on Usos just to take him off again immediately after. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I think the Usos retain, and this leads to a Shane-Miz match at Mania.
Yeah. Shane or Miz at Mania.
Miz-O-Mac.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the Usos do at WrestleMania?
Probably on the pre-card again.
Is there a tag team that you think that they will face?
Revival.
I would love that.
Me too.
I said it on the Facebook Live on the Rumble that I would love to see at WrestleMania a title unification match between Revival and the Usos.
Revival over.
And you only have one set of male tag team champions that can appear on both shows.
Like the female ones.
Yeah. And yeah, that would be awesome.
Which on a side note, this past week of the NXT taping, Boston Hub Connection appear on NXT.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I like that. I like they're actually doing that.
Well, they announced that the women tag titles will be defended on both Raw and SmackDown Live, as well as NXT.
I love it.
Love it. Which means, do you see the first tag team to take the titles off them being?
An NXT team? That'd be awesome.
Well, 2 maybe individual horsewomen, perhaps?
That'd be interesting.
So,
which leads into Boston Hub Connection of Bayley and Sasha versus Nia and Tamina. I'm going to say Boston Hub Connection retain.
Yeah, I don't see the very first defense of these titles being unsuccessful.
No.
Although
I can't see them losing until at least closer to
SummerSlam.
I was going to say, like Money in the Bank, somewhere in there. Give them a while with it.
Yeah, but at the same time, oh man, it'd be a great way to like catch people off guard is by a title change on these titles.
Y'all.
So, I don't think it will happen. But yeah, so.
Then we also have Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens. I'm saying Daniel Bryan retains because I think they might pull the trigger on Kofi at Mania.
I think that's exactly what they're going to do. I think that's why they made the switch, because from what I understood, the plan was to have KO and Bryan at Mania, but with Kofi's recent popularity rise, it makes sense to have that match at Mania. So I think they're just replacing the two. So, plus
the old Texas switch.
I mean, again, I still hate the fact that they had to do it that way.
Because it basically mimicked the Raw Women's title.
Oh, like I don't know what 2019 is right now. Like
It
is
we got the year after 2018.
Well, no, but like if we do something with one, we have to do it again, like very soon. Like they did that how many times in the Royal Rumble?
All of them.
And like it was just absolutely boring. And then it's like I don't know, like it's just to the point now where it's. I mean, okay, we're gonna change the Intercontinental Championship. Oh, we're also gonna change the U.S. title right away, and then new tag champs on both. It's like I don't know, like there's just so much mimicking right now that it just gets boring.
Yep.
But I mean, I'm never ever gonna say anything bad about the Usos.
Speaking of mimicking,
tag champs,
Asuka versus Mandy Rose,
which apparently tonight they had a match at a live event show where Asuka was apparently shooken up and the match was stopped due to a bad fall. Because apparently Mandy Rose dropped Asuka on her head and the match was stopped. So Asuka could be
just more proof
that
Asuka is a worker and Mandy is eye candy. Mandy eye candy.
Hi, Mandy.
You're eye candy.
But yeah, so I don't know if Asuka's in concussion protocol, she might not be able to defend that title.
Very true.
So, yeah, stay alert for that one, because as of right now, we don't know if that match might not even happen.
Yeah.
So, which I think if it does, that might be the pre-show match or a kickoff show, like one of those.
Yeah.
Because I can't see the other two being non-main show. And I can't see them putting all three women's title matches on.
Yeah. And then we also have the other one announced is The Shield getting back together versus Corbin, McIntyre, and Lashley.
Is that official?
That's what it says on here.
Cause I'm just... Yeah, no, there's nothing really, nothing really saying anything on Raw. Oh, no, there it is.
There it is.
Yep.
There it is. I'm going to say you don't not put over the Shield. That's a hot angle. I say
unless Ambrose flat out turns against him.
Again.
Well, because he never actually...
Kind of, yeah. Kind of an unofficial.
Because then I guess you can do Reigns versus Ambrose at Mania. And then you have Rollins and Lesnar.
You could.
So, actually, I'm just going to go bold here. I'm going to say Ambrose turns on Roman Reigns and sets up that match for WrestleMania.
Interesting.
Couldn't have put on my thinking cap on that one.
Fair enough.
Which is the original struggle hat.
Yeah.
Okay. We might have to get new hats.
What?
We don't actually have tag struggle hats.
No, we really don't. We should get some.
Yeah.
Honky Tonk Man and Tori Wilson both been being inducted in the Hall of Fame this year. So congrats to both of them. My question is, who inducts them?
Tori Wilson?
Me.
I'd induct her too. Maybe Stacy Keibler inducts Tori?
Okay.
I don't know.
Sable? When they reenact their spread.
Hot lesbian action. Honky Tonk Man. That one's interesting. Jimmy Hart,
That's what I was thinking.
maybe. Or Pat Patterson. The first Intercontinental Champion and Duck's the greatest Intercontinental Champion.
Good. Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be very interesting. Or maybe you just have Jeff Jarrett and Elias do it because they all did guitar gimmicks.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh, sets up a tag match for Mania. Honky Tonk and Elias against Road Dogg and Jeff Jarrett.
There it is.
Yeah.
I like it. And then for no reason at all, the Boogeyman wins that match.
No, for no reason at all, Cedric Alexander wins that match because they don't put him over enough.
Fair enough. Goldust has apparently removed all WWE stuff from his social media. Changed his handle to Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah.
Is he possibly AEW bound?
Oh, I think so. I think that was...
Do you think it's going to be Cody versus Dustin?
You know what? That doesn't surprise me.
Because they haven't announced who it's going to be. Cody's going to be facing yet.
You know, it's quite possible. I also wouldn't be surprised if Dustin is, you know, like a... kind of like a Billy Gunn-esque.
I can see it.
You know, just works behind the scenes.
Speaking of AEW, there's some news there. AEW is going to present Fight for the Fallen, which part of the proceeds are going to go to gun violence victims of the Jacksonville area, and that show will be on July 13th.
Yeah.
Just announced today, I think. And they've also announced that Bea Priestley is going to join them in July, which is awesome because she's a good talent. That helps their women's division a lot.
And speaking of talent, sad news in the world of Hollywood, and in wrestling, if people know the town Jungle Boy, his father, Luke Perry, passed away today.
Suddenly of a stroke, which is strange.
So, condolences to Jungle Boy and the Perry family.
Yes. In other news, more retiring, is Lufisto has officially announced she's going to retire. So that's, I guess she's been having issues due to injuries and she just has to retire now.
Trying to also remember who was it Jazzy Gabbert who wasn't signed to the WWE?
Now she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
there's 5 new people signed to UK for NXT.
Yeah, so good for her.
Yeah, she deserves it. Speaking of the NXT and whatnot, the Dusty Rhodes Classic is coming back.
Yep.
And it's going to have 8 teams. And it's going to actually start off, I believe it's, I'll name the teams and I only know of one match of who's facing who. Undisputed Era, but it's going to be Fish and O'Reilly, which I like. That's Red Dragon. Forgotten Sons.
Yep.
Street Profits. Eichner and Bartel. Ricochet and Black.
Yep.
Lorcan and Birch. DIY.
Yes. Who made up on the last week's episode of NXT.
And Mustache Mountain.
Yeah.
So already my tag boner is 6 to 12. Just fully erect. And then first round matchup, the only one I can remember, DIY versus Undisputed Era.
Yeah.
One of the probable favorites are going out first round.
Yeah. Did you hear the rumor for TakeOver? I believe it's New York.
No.
For the next TakeOver?
No.
Because this really spoils a lot with that, but...
Is it actual spoilers or is it rumors?
Oh no, it's spoilers based on the tapings of NXT.
So, does that include the Dusty Rhodes Classic?
Yeah. Apparently there's already, the finals of the Dusty Road Classic, from what I understand, have already been set.
Okay.
So, do you want to know?
Sure.
Because as it sounds right now, nobody from Undisputed Era has a match at NXT TakeOver right now.
Interesting.
Also, the schedule match for the NXT title?
Gargano versus Ciampa.
Yes.
Yes.
From what I understood, I want to say it was Mustache Mountain versus Forgotten Sons.
I'm okay with that.
I think that I'm not sold on Mustache Mountain. If you have the brackets of that tournament, I'd be able to tell you.
Well, then let me look it up.
Or, I mean, we can always just check out the spoilers.
Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Spoilers! That's winners. I don't want that. I don't want past winners. Tag Team Classic 2019. Let's look it up. Okay, here we go. We got Mustache Mountain versus Street Profits. I'm going to say Mustache Mountain wins that one. Lorcan and Birch versus Forgotten Sons. That's unfortunate, Lorcan and Birch.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, no. I do find it. The tag match for it is Forgotten Sons against a team of Aleister Black and Ricochet.
Okay.
And I believe Ricochet and Aleister Black are to challenge for the tag team titles at NXT TakeOver New York.
Get some on the card.
And I think it's Velveteen Dream versus Matt Riddle for the
I like that.
the North American
I
Championship.
like that.
Which means I actually think one thing is for sure going to happen.
What?
Undisputed Era interferes in every title match, whether it's post, pre, or during, to claim their statement that they are going to all wear gold in 2019, which would then set up Roddy and Velveteen.
Yeah.
Then you have O'Reilly and Fish with the tag team, and Adam Cole versus Tommaso Ciampa.
That'd be good too.
Because when it comes down to it, I can see the War Raiders defeating the team of Aleister Black and Ricochet, since they're pretty much on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
And then I can see them write off Ciampa.
I can see them
as
doing
a champion.
a triple threat and giving it to Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah. So, yeah. But I also wouldn't be surprised if Gargano has a match against, say, like someone else and puts them over just as okay, you're the new guy now. So.
Yeah, someone who's like brand new there, like a Kathy Zono.
Who's on NXT UK now?
Really?
Yeah.
Strange.
So, very interesting.
Indeed.
So, yeah, I believe also for the females, it's a fatal four-way for the women's championship.
Yeah, it'd be Baszler, Kyrie, Iro, Shirai, and
Bianca?
that's the one.
I think so.
Excuse me while I pretend to care about that match.
I think that'd be a very interesting way of taking the title off Baszler without her losing.
Mm-hmm. That's very true.
So, War Raiders versus the winners of Forgotten Son, blah, 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 Ciampa versus Gargano for the NXT, Baszler versus Belair versus Uri versus Kairi Sane, Matt Riddle, Adam Cole has been added to the North American title match, so it's a triple threat.
That'll be good.
But they're losing is this. But they're saying that there could be a match between Riddle and Cole, and the loser is taken out. So, not too sure, because I don't remember everything about the spoilers of the tapings. But yeah,
fair enough. Did you hear that Thor, aka Chris Hemsworth, is going to play Hulk, aka Hogan, in a biopic?
Yeah. Who's gonna play his daughter?
I don't know. What porn star looks close to her?
I don't know.
Fair enough.
What? I'm surprised too if did they make a Hogan porn parody? Like
I'm sure there is one out there.
Would it be like Hogan Blows Best?
Yeah.
Because that was like the most obvious one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No, definitely heard about that. Also hearing about Fighting for My Family getting really good reviews right now.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it.
No.
I've got a picture from 2014. It was said push, keep, and fire, and it was Reigns, Rollins, and Ambrose. What would you do now? Push one, keep one, fire one.
I think I'd push Ambrose because he needs it out of the three. So what is it? Push, fire, and what?
Keep. Just keep guy on the roster.
Keep. I'd keep
Seth. I'd push Seth.
I keep Seth and fire Roman. I mean,
you're in remission. You're fired. Now, my other question to you.
I mean, but I've always liked Ambrose, and I've seen what he can bring to the table as a heel if they really want to go there.
Yeah.
But ironically, I think the reality would be they'd push Seth, keep Roman, and fire Ambrose.
Yep. Now I have another picture here. It's a lot like, was it that movie Matrix, where red pill, blue pill?
Yeah.
Take the red pill. It's Becky versus Ronda. Kofi's push is killed. Brock drops the title to Seth. And Mandy beats Asuka. Or take the blue pill. Charlotte versus Ronda. Kofi wins the WWE title. Brock retains. Asuka retains.
I see that one more time.
Which one would you rather? He's staring intently.
Yeah, because I gotta...
Thinking.
I'd take the red pill.
Take the red pill.
Yep.
So you would have Becky versus Ronda. Kofi's push killed. Brock drops to Seth. And Mandy beats Asuka.
Yeah.
It's hard to argue that one.
There's two there that I really want, and then two where...
It's whatever.
I mean, I don't think Asuka is where she should be in the position of the card, so I don't really see that being a big deal. I mean, she's already lost to Mandy.
Which is weird.
So...
But yeah. Last thing I have for wrestling.
And I don't want to see Brock retain. I just don't...
Over it?
I don't think he's doing anything, even at shows now. I don't think he's doing a single thing that's helping the product.
Yeah. And also, happy 5th birthday to the WWE Network.
Which I've made!
What, 5 years old?
Apparently it was when Raw was in Edmonton, and yeah, I'm on that beginning when the show starts. So if you pause at one point, you see me.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Well, that's all I got.
I'm actually with a very young heavy metal as well.
Heavy metal Canadianese!
Yeah, so, if this doesn't tell you how long ago that was.
300 minutes ago.
I'm trying to actually find it. Did we get everything for Fastlane?
Yeah, everything is listed anyways.
Oh, well, it's not a big card, is it?
Not yet. There'll be more added tomorrow.
Because there's no Raw tag team. There's no Intercontinental and no U.S. title.
As of right now.
Should we go hypothetical? What we think there should be?
Revival versus Hardys.
Who are on SmackDown Live now.
Well, that's just stupid.
I would say go Revival versus Rude and Gable.
Okay.
Versus Black and Ricochet.
Triple threat?
Yeah. And then for the U.S., who could use a good little opportunity in the U.S.? Well, I mean, R-Truth versus... How about doing an open challenge? Because he's been doing those now.
And have Gargano answer.
Or, yeah.
Yeah.
And then for the Intercontinental...
Or have Sami Zayn answer the challenge.
I don't think he's...
Apparently he's cleared.
No. I would do McIntyre versus Balor for the Intercontinental.
That'd be good.
So I have an Irishman and a Scot.
Yeah. And the finish can be a double count out when McIntyre hits the, what is it called? The Belfast Kiss when he does the headbutt. As Balor's trying to do his That's you there.
And Heavy Metal is actually wearing an MPW t-shirt. And I'm wearing a Jericho shirt.
There you go.
So.
All right. Well, that's all I got. What do you got coming up?
We got RCW Primal Rage this Saturday at the St. John Cultural Center, where I will be, if accepted, defending the Pure Power Wrestling Heavyweight Championship against one Sydney Steele.
I'm not gonna be there.
No. Yeah. And then we got the big beercade viewing of Fastlane. So anybody who wants to come down, check there out, because they are a sponsor of
Wincom Sports.
Yeah. So yeah, we're Backbreaker is a division of
Wincom Sports Network.
Yeah. So yeah, so come check me out at those two places where.
Catch them outside. How about that?
Yeah. I'll take this opportunity to formally wish Mrs. Meniac a happy birthday.
Oh shit! That's coming up.
Yeah. And then the next time you hear me, I'll be 33 years old.
Ah, you're old as shit.
Yeah.
You're over the hill, you bum.
Woo! Still got a great hairline, though.
That's about all you got.
Yeah.
I got a great hairline, too. You should see my ass.
On that note.
I'll be, you see me coming up March 15th at WWE Live.
Oh, I'll be there, too.
Yeah, you'll be there, too. And then 16th, I'll be in Niagarville.
Me, too.
There you do. That's all I got for now.
So, yeah. And then more dates are pending, but we'll let you know when they get a little closer to.
Yeah.
Anybody who does realize you can purchase tickets for this Saturday's show at St. John's Cultural Center.
Online, too, somehow.
Well, also, they're $25 for general admission, which features Impact Wrestler who recently signed a multi-year contract extension with Impact.
Moose!
Yeah. Don't ask why but his knuckles. Don't ask why, though.
I like his chocolate.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that'll be one show you don't want to miss. From what I understand, we will see Envy against Angelica, and we will also see, I think, Pride versus Dylan Stone for the Alberta title, or whatever they want to call that now.
Hashtag nobody cares!
So, yeah. So come check us out at the St. John's Cultural Center. Well, come check me out.
Yeah. Well, us, like the royal us as an RCW.
Yeah. And then, and then come to Bearcade Sunday. I'll be there about 3:30. Doing the Facebook Live thing with the Brothers of Discussion.
Ah, the lovely ones.
Spencer and Hayden Love. And then, yeah, we will be partying it up because it's kind of my birthday weekend, so.
Your birthday is the next day.
Yeah, the Monday.
Mundi.
Yeah.
You have a Mundi birthday.
Monday. At least Monday Night Raw's on my birthday.
There you go.
I'm winning.
Be weird if it wasn't.
Right. And the Oilers actually play a home game on my birthday, first time.
Hooray!
I think that's happened since I can
Hooray!
remember. So yeah. Anyway, for episode 117 of The Sounds of Struggle, I'm Chris Perish.
I'm a less sick maniac.
And we're a little bit of alright.
And real spectacular.
Yeah, we want you to keep it real and keep it spectacular, too.
Struggle-licious even.
Yeah.
You bunch of saucy bitches, you!
And, you know, if you wrap all that together, you get tag struggle.
In a nutshell.
In a sandwich of excellence.
And here's what it sounds like. Help! I'm trapped in a nutshell!
Awesome Powers.
Yeah.
Because we haven't stolen enough from them.
No, we really haven't.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, do you know that they're making Zombieland 2?
I heard something about that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, also, I watched that movie just recently the other day, and I popped big time at the beginning when I found out For Whom the Bell Tolls was the first song played.
Yes.
Which is also a theme song of mine. So
One of many.
yeah. I think I have like 4 now.
100.
I only have 3. I only have
100.
3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see you next week
Yeah!
for episode 118.
Yeah!
We're old and legal now.
Yep. We're so old, we're legal twice.
Well, I think more times.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. Even 100-year-old person is now legal.
Yeah. Yeah!
Even if they want to live again.
No, they can't.
So until then, we'll see you later. BITCHES.
Bitches!
It's us.
When your heart's pounding out of your chest, you can feel the shaking as you're running out of breath. If you're ready to run,